Yo, what's up guys, it's Dogmatika and today I'm here to bring you guys my invoked Dogmatika deck profile. This deck is actually really insane. Extra deck hates is beginning to be really strong actually. Some people counter it, like some people are playing Shadow Dragon Nova just to counter Maximus. Some playing the other entities and all that crazy stuff. But I said I was going to play this deck. I think I said in my Shadow Invoked deck profile. I don't remember. I think I said it, maybe not. But this deck is absurd for sure. And I really want to share guys my list. Actually, I've been working on this list for like 2 weeks now, so I feel really comfortable with the list. So that's all I can say about it. But I think we should just go into the deck profile.
And here we go.
So to start off with, we play of course like the poster child of the whole deck, Free Alistair. I don't have to explain why we play Free Alistair. It's like the center of the invoked engine. So I honestly still like one card engines that's just that consistent like the invoked is. So that's why I also like playing Soundgrade, because they are a really consistent engine that always, for the most part, always had their turn 1 board. So, and this no zone alone is just 3 megabar and Alistair back in your hand, plus you're doing on 4 summons, so you can't get any build. So this card, yeah, it's absurd. Dogmatika line, we play of course the 3 Alicia. Once again, if you have followed me for a long time now, you notice that I am really bad at pronouncing names, and this is one of them. I just call it the Searcher. We play of course 3 of it. We play only 2 Maximus, or I do actually. I prefer 2 Maximus over 3 or 1. I feel like, I mean, I rather see something else other than just Maximus all the time, because or else you need an extra, or else you need a normal summon monster into Almaraz, into security guard, when you can actually do stuff. And that's kind of some small issues I have with it, but because you're playing invodes, you have a consistent engine anyway. So this card is really good. To Flora, I really like this card. This card is actually really insane. I can understand the price tag of this card actually going up, because this card is absolutely absurd. Being able to be a hand trap if you start with your Dogmatika engine, and yeah, and it's a quick effect, so you can do it on your opponent's turn anyway. Remember, you can only do it on the main phase. So just remember that I did that mistake more often than not, doing it the battle phase, and yeah, that happens sometimes. Let me just say it: hand traps, triple Ash, triple Veiler, and triple Impermanence. I'm a little bit biased of Impermanence, to be honest, because I really like the fact that you can actually, if you have like something that you can almost summon with like Veiler and Ash, to secure the Almaraz play, so you can actually summon Maximus from your hand, so it's not a dead card in your hand. But I just personally like Impermanence a lot, because it plays also around triple tactical talents. Say that 3 times in a row. It plays around that, and it's also a really good card that some people can technically just stop floodgates at some instance against some matchups with it. That's why I really like Impermanence, because of the utility it has. If you go first, you can just set it and you can like negate stuff if they put card in the wrong column, which still happened because no one taking notice of where it got activated. So that's for hand traps and monsters. Now for the spells, we play, of course, the 3 Meltdown, 4 of it because of terraforming. So we play 7 Alistairs in total. Not much to say. It's really standard in invoked in anyway. 2 invocation. I could play 3, but at the moment I feel like 2 is fine. Now for the like really expensive spell card, Nardea's Servants. I can understand why this card is so expensive. Like, this card is absolutely insane. Now, more expensive cards, Forbidden Droplet. So, if I didn't play this, I would probably play more hand traps in the main deck actually, because the only reason why we play a lot of hand traps in the main is because we want to stop the combo decks a lot, or just stop them in general. This is one of them. I can't really But this is something that is a little bit wild to play in some capacity, depending on what type of combo deck you're up against. Like for example, you're up against a Emancipator, you have to like hit a ton of cards actually with this alone, and you have to like discard, and you have to send the card to the grave. Even though your opponent can respond to it, it's a little bit of a wild choice, of course, but I play it because you have access to Perfect Trio, and if you can make Perfect Trio, then pretty much you can actually technically game those combo decks if they go like full combo and not full combo, then you can really do ult on actually. When you actually specifically need this discard 4, have Alistair, and then you just like kill them from there. But overall still really insane cards. I really like it because of the utility it has with Perfect Trio, which is really insane. And triple Cobalt Grave, but anyway, triple Cyclones. So this is something that I personally like playing at the moment, because playing the mirror in general, it's like it can be hard if they start with the full Shadow package combo with Dogmatika track strategy, of course. So you just use this hit, you just hit Schism, and they can make Winter. Simple as that. And it's also really decent to go first to actually start with, because you can just set it. When if they play Meltdown, you can just hit it, and they can't search Alistair, and they can play another one because you didn't negate it. You will just banish it and resolve without effect. So this card obviously is actually really good now. I actually prefer this actually in the main day a lot, because it's weird, but it helps against also against a lot of decks, also against the combo decks kind of. Against Dragoning you can sometimes hit their field spells if you go second. You can also hit stuff like some of the equipped spells from what's now called Inferno Normalize and some other stuff. And the other matchups like this really wrecks Eldritch sometimes if you hit them really, if you hit some of their joke, if you find joke points on them and you just hit it. Only 2 tactics, so this is the card that I feel like everyone should own immediately, because this card's going, even though it is really expensive at the moment, this card is absolutely must at a point. We will probably go into a format where this card is a much needed card, so it will be even more expensive. It can I think it will go up to the price tag like Phantasma was like last year. So definitely get your copies immediately. So I prefer this over Droplet to get immediately. Droplet is like more format dependent. If we are in a combo heavy form like we are right now, like 4 of the top decks are combos and only 1 control type deck like this is. So this is pretty much the one that you absolutely must own in my eyes, if you're actually willing to actually do it. But I did it because I feel like this card is really absurd anyway. So, but it will be more absurd in the future, that's for sure. So this can be a good investment in the future, just saying it. And the last card, of course, is the Schism. I don't play any of the Dogmatika traps. I don't really find space for it because I want space for Cosmic Cyclone. So yeah, that's that. But let's go into the extra deck. And by the way, that's exactly 40 in the main deck. Just so you know it. Extra deck, double Mega Bar. Sometimes I also play free, to be honest. Like I feel like I always make Mega Bar for some odd reason. But anyway, Perfect Trio. The card that I never made, I still found it wild to actually play, to be honest. And the new fusion, not new fusion, it's an old one, but I guess you can still call it like the other fusion. It's a fine card, and when Dragoon comes out, I feel like people are going to play Super Poly now, so you can actually go into this if you have Alistair on the field and you can just like fuse with the Dragoon, because it just needs a fusion monster and Alistair. So this can be really neat. Shadow package, of course. Not much to say. You played it. This is pretty much standard. I started playing 2 Winters. I think I did, or was it 2 Construct? It was one of those 2 I played 2 of. Yeah, that was obviously wrong. So I just cut down to one because you only need one of each. If this one sticks, then most of the time you're gonna win the game for the most part, because most decks actually had difficulty to actually out this. Plus you have Alistar to boost it to 3,200 attack. Excuse me. I played 2 of it because I don't think you're never gonna need 3, because I already had something in the extra deck that I really liked, of course. One Ash Dragon. Some people are saying you should just play 2. A lot of people saying you should play 2 because it's a lot better. I a little bit disagree on it, because I feel like you only like using it once anyway, and you never go into it. So I don't know why you should play 2. I prefer 1 more than anything else, to be completely honest here. Now the card that I feel like everyone in this deck should play, Omega. Like, graveyard recycling is so broken in this deck, so you can just recycle your stuff and you're good to go. Like, you can shuffle your extra deck cards back into your extra deck and then you can send it once again. So for example, if you have just these 2 in the grave, you can just recycle one of them with Omega and you can just drop them anyway. So yeah, I feel like Omega is absolutely absurd in this deck. I really like this card a lot. And also if you play Gamma in the side deck or main deck for that matter, like, you can just like make this hand loop them, and if they remove it, okay, you just recycle your stuff back and you just send it to the graveyard again and just continue on it. So this card is absurd. And Hamaraj, Security Gardener. Not much to say, like, you need this for the Invoke to make 1 card Magpie anyway. And the last card, I honestly didn't really know what to put in the as the last cards, to be honest, so I just put this in. Like, I'm not saying I'm expecting a lot of mirror matches, but if you are expecting a lot of mirror matches, then play this for sure. But if you're not, I would prefer playing the Ignister Wind Pegasus. I don't have the card on me, but I would definitely play. Well, I have also. If you don't know what it is, it's basically this card. So definitely play that if you're not expecting too many mirror matches. But this is just because this one is just because I have it and I didn't really know what to put in anyway. So I just put this. Why not? So overall, I don't have a side deck for you guys because the side deck is mostly just personal preference anyway. So the side deck is pretty much personal preference anyway. So that's about it, I guess. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel already. So, and thank you once again for 100 subs. That means a lot. And I'll see you guys next time.